Welcome back, Rasta. Welcome back, Wazinho.
Might as well call this the No Promises podcast.
Welcome back, Lucas. Yeah, basically. I mean, you've been somewhat consistent so far.
Well, this is 2 in a row now.
2 in a row.
Let's not
It's
go
a start.
without,
Wow,
you know.
guys.
The ball is rolling. It's okay. But if you are new to the 90 Minute Podcast, make sure you are subscribed here on the YouTube channel. Make sure you're following us on Spotify and all the audio apps. Thank you for watching and listening. Let's get into the past week. A lot has happened.
Yeah.
Big storyline. We may not talk about it too much because we don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah.
That face says it all. But where should we kick things off for this week's podcast?
Not Barcelona.
Let's
Barcelona. No.
Barcelona. Okay, if we want to go Barcelona, because you haven't been here for a while, and
That's a good point.
you know, I guess you can call them a Barcelona, a Barcelona.
Obama who?
Yeah.
Obama what?
Obama blood clot, yeah.
Yeah. Aubameyang has joined Barcelona.
Obama Barcelona.
Sure.
I had
You're
that.
keeping going with
yeah,
this one. You just stop. You
sounded
had
better
a
in my
moment
head.
and stop.
You done
Aubameyang
that?
has joined Barca.
Nice.
Adama Traore has joined Barca. Some weird signings there on the deadline. Maybe some okay signings. I want to get your thoughts on it first and foremost.
We're gonna finish fourth, but we're gonna be a piece of shit to every team that we play against.
You actually think you'll finish fourth?
I mean,
I think the signings that you
I
made
think we'll probably finish third.
will actually help your team.
I mean, it can't hurt at this point.
Aubameyang, if he can stay healthy, should score a couple goals for
I
you.
don't think staying healthy is an issue for him. I think scoring goals has been the
Lucas,
issue.
they lost a 33-year-old striker with a heart condition. They signed a 32-year-old striker with a heart condition.
He's getting paid $5,000 a week though, yeah.
It?
And that's just
Until
for this
summer.
season.
He was on
I saw-
450K a week.
Adama's getting paid $15,000 a week until summer.
I saw
What
a TikTok
the
of a
fuck is wrong
Barcelona
with
supporter
people?
crying when he heard that you guys signed Adama Traore, because that means you could register a player.
Yeah, one of them are not allowed to be registered.
For the Europa
The
League.
4 signings for the Europa League, one cannot be
It's
registered.
Danny Alves.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be Danny Alves, 100% it will be, which
Totally forgot it
makes
was there.
sense. But I think Adama can help. We've seen at Wolves, Adama is great for about 75 meters, and then he gets to the last 10 meters, and he's like,
You just gotta.
"What do I do?"
You just gotta cross it into Luke, man. It's life's easy now.
Yeah, cross into Luke, cross into Pierre.
Fucking Farron can win a header against some of these midgets. It's fine.
I
We're
think
good.
La Liga will suit Adama. I know he has been at Barca before, but I think La Liga will suit Adama. He'll
I mean,
be able
he's
to
thicker than last time he was here.
he's a little thicker. But he doesn't lift weights. Does
But
not
he'll
lift
bring the
weights.
baby
He's a
oil.
liar, bro.
Well, no, you don't need to lift weights to
No,
gain
Lucas.
weight.
Lucas,
Lucas,
the man
he's
is
built like a fucking
shit house.
Dude,
It's
the guy looks like an NFL running back.
He can
My
just-
guy lifts weights. I
Bro.
don't give a shit what bat he's using.
This is
God
a great.
bats.
This is a great marketing opportunity for Barcelona. You can now make Barcelona baby oil with Adama Traore on
You
it.
can.
I feel like
And
they
you can
probably
make
won't do
money.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about this.
We're-
Usually
no, we're
he has
getting-
to have a garage
Yo,
sale to raise money for his clubs.
We're getting bought out
By Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah, and Spotify's not having a great time right now either.
Spotify Camp Nou. I can already
Yeah,
see
but
it.
Spotify's not
In
having a
lights.
great
That's
time
Spo-
either right now.
I've
Why?
lost a lot of money on Spotify.
Have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's
He
kind of annoying.
He blames Joe Rogan.
What happened?
Joe
Although
Rogan.
the stock's
had-
just down by a lot.
Oh, well,
I could
I'll
have
go
sold.
back
I could
up.
have sold it for like a lot of money, and then I was like, nah, it's gonna go up.
Stonks with Lucas.
God, if we're
Last
talking
week we
stonk-
talked about NFTs. Now we're talking about stonks.
We didn't even talk about NFTs last time.
We'll
Yeah, we
get into that
did.
later because that's
Well,
a
that
whole
was a
different
stream. That was a
ballgame.
stream. I'm so sorry.
But
That was a
yeah,
stream.
well, we'll get into We'll get to stock trading later.
I want to talk about why you think you're going to finish fourth.
I made $60 on an NFT. Fun fact.
Oh, nice.
friend of mine,
Fucking
his
epic eagle.
friend of
yeah.
mine, his son,
Shite.
guy I work with, his son
Shit.
made $45,000.
So you found it. Someone more dumb than him.
Yeah, he bought it for $7,000 and he sold it. I was like,
You bought it for something?
Yeah, yeah.
my
Yeah,
mom-
I was like-
bought
I was
mine
like-
for like 80
I
bucks.
tried to understand. I was like, why is a picture worth money to somebody? But he explained it. I listened and I still went, why is a picture worth money to somebody?
It's a little. It's yeah.
It makes no sense to me.
I get it. I
you
definitely
don't
do.
though. You don't get it. You just think you get it.
I mean,
A
They're
picture
better-
of Clifford the Big Red Dog
The-
is
the-
worthless. I
the
can just
pictures-
screenshot it.
the pictures are better than the fucking NBA snapshot ones.
Yeah.
Those ones are fucking useless.
But back to Barcelona.
Why are you finishing fourth? You're not better than Sevilla.
Maybe not.
They have Anthony Martial up top now.
Yeah, then they're cracking.
And R9 was hyping him up, so
I mean, Atletico Madrid has had some problems.
they have.
It depends if Atletico Madrid can figure it out in the second half of the season as well. Also, Real Betis is currently in the top 4. Will they be able to keep it up for the rest of the season?
Yeah,
That's a
Fekir,
different
man.
question.
And if Fekir plays anything like he does on FIFA,
Fekir always plays great against big teams. Great.
it'd be you.
Fakir is a great player.
Yeah, he signed a new contract with Betis like a couple of weeks ago.
Fucking rat. Can't say that because I have him in my squad, but oh my god, what a rat, bro.
Referring to
Fucking-
FIFA.
I'm sick and tired of seeing this bitch. And anyways,
Why is it whenever you're on the podcast, it's just very angry?
because I'm just angry most of the time. And
Make sure you keep your mic off.
no, I don't want to swallow it.
Let him live
Oh.
his life, Lucas.
You tried, you know.
Oh, because it's sometimes not picking up because you're talking very quietly at times.
But Barcelona, I haven't really looked at the standings at all, so maybe they'll finish 4th.
I mean, they're 5th right now, 1 point behind Atletico Madrid.
I don't think Barca can win La Liga.
No possible.
But I do think you can get second, maybe third.
Second?
I think so.
Second's a bit bold. They're right now more 11 points behind second.
It's a long time left.
Yeah.
Half the season.
Well,
Pierre's going to
less.
score 13 goals. Mark that one.
Mm-hmm.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scores 13.
He's going to
Barcelona
pull Papi
goals.
Cisse.
Huh?
Going to pull Papi Cisse.
Yep. He's going to score 13. Adama, he will have fun
Adama will
and not
score.
do much. You'll have a lot of fun, though.
Adama's
And that's
gonna,
what I like. I like the
Obama's-
fun.
Adama's gonna have 33 assists.
No, I don't know if he'll
Luke
have
de
more than
Jong's
5.
gonna finish his highest goal scorer in the league.
No, I don't think Adama will have more than 5
Just
assists.
crosses.
Just looked at the table in La Liga. It looks
Crosses the
wild.
league.
I think
Yeah,
Sevilla, if
Compared to what you're used to seeing in La Liga, it's a little different.
I mean,
It's-
Sevilla actually, they've had a really good first half of the year. Then they've done nothing but great business by bringing in Martial, who they know can score goals. Maybe Sevilla are like, hey guys, we can push for something. I don't think they can win the title. I still think
He
title
scores
is Real
goals when
Madrid.
he actually wants to do stuff.
Well, I think he does.
Sometimes I look into his eyes and I don't think he does.
Manchester United though, or is it him?
Good chance it's Manchester United.
Yeah, bit of a tire.
Good
fire.
fucking chance.
Bit of a tire fire club.
Yeah, you guys need help. You guys need more help than us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that.
You can't.
I mean, if you want to switch gears into Manchester United,
Well, I do want to mention though, like the Copa del Rey.
yeah.
It's great. The
Yeah.
semi-final.
I'm.
my case again.
Oh, Lucas
Okay, what-
has had an injury. Who's gonna win Copa del Rey?
I don't know, but Real Madrid lost to Athletic Club in the
They did.
89th minute
They did. And didn't Bilbao also knock out Barca?
in the previous round. Yeah.
Wow, not bad, not bad. So Bilbao to win it all.
Well, Bilbao have to play Valencia. They have to play Bordalas. A very tough manager to play against. And
Isn't
then,
Vallecano?
yeah, Vallecano
Yeah.
made the semifinals. Let's go,
The
Vallecano.
wall. The wall.
Nice.
My favorite Spanish teams, Vallecano and Betis, play each
There
other.
you go.
No, Mallorca.
Mallorca.
Mallorca are not very good.
No?
Oh.
Oh shit.
They just have a nice location.
Yeah.
Well-
I named my World of Warcraft character after Mallorca.
That's just weird.
But like
Oh,
Vallecano in
What?
their match to get
How
to the
did we get-
semifinal.
Anyways, continue. Yeah.
Basically, the
Wait, no,
fans-
why though? What the fuck?
Oh, the name wasn't taken, so I named Mallorca.
Well, there's a reason it's not taken.
But what? Okay, aside from not taking, what? Because you had to think about it first. Why?
What?
Oh shit!
Oh.
Chris Wilder is the Middlesbrough manager. Oh, great. Anyways, sorry, we're watching the FA Cup right now. So sorry. I forgot about that completely.
We're gonna have a tribute to He Who Shall Not Be Named.
No, this is a tribute
No.
for the Munich disaster.
Oh
Oh.
wow, that's actually true. That's awesome.
But why Mallorca?
What do you mean?
What
Yeah,
made
really.
you like this club so much? Other than just where they are.
No, I don't care why you like them.
No, because
why
thi-
did you?
this
What
man-
made you think of naming?
A WoW character? I don't know. I just need to think of a name, so I named him that and said, "Fuck it."
This man supports 2 teams of 2 sports he doesn't really give a shit about. NFL football, he loves the LA Rams because they're just in LA.
Yeah,
And he doesn't give a fuck about La Liga football, but he goes, Mallorca, because it's a nice island.
yeah.
That's it.
So I like their badge. Their badge is I
Badge is
fuck
nice.
with it.
But this man only cares about location.
But yet his favorite team is Manchester United.
Oh yeah, it's
But I do want to
Walker.
mention Vallecano though, because after the game there was great scenes of the fans singing to them, but a lot of them were shirtless in January, which was odd.
Holy shit, that entire left side of the pitch is a fucking liability.
But but apparently the owner, because the people who were shirtless apparently had ultra like bucaneros clothing and things like that, or and scarves, and the owner banned those type of clothing from the stadium.
So to go in, they had to take it off.
Yeah. So the owner of Rayo Vallecano is a piece of crap.
Okay.
And
Why?
Because he does so many things to
My old club.
Vallecano is very much a working class club.
Yeah.
And the owner is basically the opposite and doesn't like that whatsoever.
Okay.
And he basically tries to like silence the ultras and things like that. There was one time they signed a guy who was a supposed neo-Nazi. I don't know.
Shit.
And then the fans went completely against that signing, and the guy ended up not signing for the club. I don't know if he was an actual neo-Nazi, but there are some weird things.
So I understand clubs don't want the association with ultras. I know Celtic in the past they've tried to ban the ultras and stuff like that. But I think the ultras are such an important part of the club if they are legit and if they are respectful and everything like that.
To stab people after the game.
Yeah. That's a big one.
I'm pretty sure Vallecanos are pretty good for the most part. Like they do a lot of stuff for the community and things like that.
Stabbing. Like that. Stabbing's generally pretty bad.
I know Spanish football's had some problems with ultras with stabbings and things like that.
Not as bad as Italian or Greek.
I mean, there was literally
Or
Turkish. English,
Spanish.
Or
It can be
Dutch.
bad.
Polish are apparently the worst.
Scottish have had their day.
Yeah. But that's football.
But
I mean, your two
that's
biggest
the-
clubs are based on hate. So like,
But the thing is, that is football, and I think that's a connotation that football has built over decades. You go back to 60s, 70s, 80s. That's when hooliganism, especially in England, was just so rampant, where people were going to the game just to fight.
I mean,
It
happens
changed
here
when
too,
it changed when the Premier League came around. I remember the Premier League had a big job of actually marketing itself. That it was safe to go to games. It was for families. It was for bring your kids with you kind of thing. It wasn't just go there as a middle-aged guy, fight somebody for 90 minutes and go home.
Well,
it happens in every sport.
Yeah. Well,
Stupid people like doing stupid shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's more extreme in football. Like even
100%.
like Argentina since like the 40s, 50s, there's
Yeah.
been like bad things with their Barra Bravas.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a great
Colombia. There's a certain point of time where it's pretty bad in Colombia.
like if you want to like know
Everything's-
about the extreme parts of the sport, I would recommend watching the show Football Factories. You can just
Oh, I've
watch it
heard-
on
yeah.
YouTube, and like a guy travels to big matches with ultras like all
That's
around the
wild.
world,
Yeah.
and it's just wild.
No, I mean, I think people undervalue how much the fans actually bring to the matches. I mean, we watched over the past couple of years during COVID in empty stadiums, and football was boring. Football was not as enjoyable when it was silent, and it was.
At first, I thought it was kind of cool because you could hear more of the pitch and
Yeah.
the players and whatnot. And
I
then
think
they brought the fan noise, and I was not too big of a
No.
fan of that.
I
So-
think the fans back, especially I think. Maybe not your big clubs, but
yeah.
your smaller clubs that have kind of like the banter chants. I absolutely love that.
I
when
do.
they're just
I
tearing into
understand
somebody.
what you mean because obviously with my job I watch a lot of NHL hockey, and since fans have been back, it's been nice. But just recently, they always played the Montreal Canadiens, and the Canadiens didn't have any fans. You can just tell the big difference that
Yeah,
the fans
it's-
bring. It was like it's been weird.
Go!
Like the game was just more boring. And we're watching the United and
Oh!
Middlesbrough game, and somebody missed.
Stop, Bruno.
So we
Bruno
kind of
Fernandes.
have a live reaction on this podcast, the Man United Middlesbrough game.
I'll try and talk about
Yeah.
stuff.
So apologies, if it's not the most consistent, but anyways,
Jaden.
we might as well talk a little bit about Man United since they're
Yeah,
here.
let's- I mean, we all know the major storyline around Manchester, and we're not going to talk too much about it, but
Yeah.
Mason Greenwood is done. He's
Yeah,
gone. Rightfully
yeah.
so. He should never play football again, straight up.
Probably not.
I mean, the allegations seem to be confirmed true. He has been released on bail, but I mean, in my opinion, that person should never be allowed in the sport again, should never be involved again, should never be talked about again, should never be welcomed back at Old Trafford again. I mean, I think that's
Probably won't be.
like the club, but also by the fans. Like the
Yeah.
fans should never welcome that person or that type of person back into their club.
I mean, he's not going to be.
No, but
No.
but-
He's
that is
chance to
the
play
major
Sebastian
talking
again.
point. And then we talked about Anthony Martial going to Sevilla. We talked about Donny van de Beek leaving on loan to Everton.
With Big
Will
Frank.
Donny van de Beek no longer be Donny van de Bench?
I don't know.
I mean,
Because they did bring in Dele Ali, so I don't know if that's going to change anything.
I'm sure he's better than Dele Ali.
I think he is.
I'm sure
I think
he
the
is.
two of them will fight for a spot, whether or not they are going to both be
But I
able to
wonder
fit in that
if
midfield.
Dele Ali just has that English bias with him, right?
A little bit.
So
I think Dele Alli's living off of his past former glories, which are like
of
a
course.
season or two.
it doesn't even feel like that. It feels like it's been 4 seasons.
Like
I won't lie.
like his glory days were not very long, and yet
No,
he's lived off them for
it's
a
crazy.
career.
I know Sir Alex Ferguson wanted United to sign
Yeah.
Dele Ali
Yeah.
when he, like after that first season.
Because he had talent.
Yeah,
He still does have talent. It's
There's-
just it's work rate. It's
I think it's work rate. There's probably a few other things that we don't really know about.
There's probably certain parts of this game that
Yeah.
he doesn't have that kind of impacts him. Like I'm sure there's like some, maybe even some physical traits too that.
Yeah.
maybe even Tottenham as a system hasn't worked for him. Maybe positioning wise, or maybe game style
Like
wise.
he's not as bad as like Ravel Morrison, who's like
Hell
touted by some.
Morrison.
Huh?
Man,
Havel Morrison.
that's
What
one of
a,
our
yeah.
best players.
what a name that is.
One of our
So-
best players right there. Don't talk about him. We need him.
Just making me crazy.
Yeah, promise.
Well, I mean,
I'll promise.
But talk about United still. Okay, so you've let players go.
hmm
Amad Diallo went out on loan to Rangers. Who else have you let go out on loan?
I'm trying to think. We let I was Van de Beek, Martial. I think that's kind of it.
Yeah, that was
maybe
the
a
two
few
big,
other
big
players.
ones.
And I know Lingard was pissed that he wasn't let go.
Yeah,
Lingard wanted out, and I guess there wasn't I think Ralph Ragnick actually kind of outed the board in a press conference. He says the board just couldn't get anything done. Like, it's their fault, not mine.
I think that. I think that. But I
Yeah.
think the board panicked a little bit and saying we might need to keep a hold of an attacking player like Lingard. When I assume the deal for Donny van de Beek was kind of already in the works
Mhm.
well before the window kind of thing. So same with Martial. So I would assume that those two players were already okay. These guys are
Yeah.
moving on.
It's
We
kind
need
of
to keep
unfortunate.
Lingard now because of Greenwood and everything.
It's kind of unfortunate for Lingard though, because
It
like
is.
he's been at the club for a
Yeah.
long time. He wants to go and play, and the club is not letting him do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly. I can see why he's frustrated, 100%, man.
And then there's what's this thing about him like now getting a rest or like
I don't know. He's leaving for personal
rest.
reasons. I don't know. I saw something
The
he
guy just doesn't
tweeted.
want to play for you guys anymore.
Like
I
the
think
guy's
he
got a lot of things
I
going
think he
on.
tweeted something.
Yeah.
so I'll
I don't
look.
blame him. I wouldn't want to play for Manchester United.
I mean, he wants to go to West Ham. I really think.
Or
I think-
Newcastle.
and I
probably
think
wants to go to
Newcastle
Newcastle.
want him. I think he wants to go to West Ham. I,
I-
think he really enjoyed his time.
I think he
there.
wants to go to Newcastle for the money.
I think this is what he tweeted. The club advised me to have time off due to
Oh
due to
my God.
personal reasons, but my headspace is clear and I'll always be professional when called upon and give 100%.
So the team has kind of said to him, "We're gonna let you sit."
Oh my God! We almost saw Ronaldo bicycle kick.
The team has said to Lingard kind of thing that you need time off or for whatever reason it is.
Yeah.
And he's going, "No, I'm good. I want to
The-
play."
the one
he
thing-
just wants to play football. That's all it is.
You know, since I'm a United supporter, definitely this team needs a better center back to go along with Maguire.
And
Not
you
Maguire,
guys-
Varane.
You
Because
guys need to get another attacker
I-
again.
CDM and attacker.
do you
yeah.
think to go with Maguire or to go with Varane?
With Varane? That's what
Okay.
I'm trying to
So
say.
okay, so I do. I think
He's a goat.
Raphael Varane.
Phil Jones?
No.
I think Raphael Varane
Maguire.
is
Just 'cause
someone
he's
that,
not good for you doesn't mean he's not good in it.
man.
Shut up.
Man.
Shut up.
Maguire's shit.
Nah, bro. For England, you see him for England.
Yeah, like I was saying,
You see
Luke
him for
Shaw and
You see
Maguire.
him for
They were
England.
great for England. I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe based on the style that England plays.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if they suit the.
I don't know if style comes into the fact that he just doesn't know how to defend for Manchester United.
Yeah.
He just seems to lose his mind in the
Yeah.
crucial moments. For a team captain that's worth 80 million, that
He hasn't
should not
really
be a
lived
thing.
up to the 80 million price tag, you know.
No.
No,
Compared
yeah,
to someone like
he
Van Dijk.
They could use Captain Dale fucking Fry.
Dale fucking Fry.
Man was an OG for me. I know that.
But-
for a fact.
I'm interested to see how the striker situation will play out at Man United and who they might try and bring
Well,
in the summer. Because
Looking at this right now, so you have Sancho left, Rashford right, and Ronaldo through the middle. Not a terrible front three.
no, but
Really not
I
a terrible
mean,
front
like,
three.
Martial's gone. Greenwood's obviously never coming back. They're gonna need to find a striker who can probably stay in that spot for a couple of
If
years.
you guys want Usmane, Free to
Edison
have him.
Cavani
Cavani
is looking
they're
to
all
be on his way
all
out in the
old,
summer.
right?
Yeah.
The strikers we have right now are just a bit old, and maybe they look at someone like Jonathan David. Maybe Haaland. They'll probably be in for Haaland, but honestly,
So they might actually try to get Haaland.
They-
Brett's gonna hope for that.
yeah, they're gonna try and get Haaland 100%, but I think he'll end up going to a team in La Liga.
He's gonna go to Spain.
Yeah,
Which team in Spain? I don't know.
Could you imagine Real
He's
Madrid
definitely
legitimately
going to Spain.
sign Haaland and Mbappe in the same
But
window? Could you legitimately think
They could.
they could? And that's terrifying.
Yeah, things like that has happened before for Real Madrid.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it
not
has.
afraid to do it. It's just the
'cause,
amount
like,
of money
really,
players
they'll-
It's
make
not fucking
nowadays.
expensive, so
They'll both be on. Were they both on freeze?
No,
No,
Haaland.
would be like-
Haaland's
Haaland.
not.
I don't know if he's actually. I don't know if the release clause is actually true or not, or if it's just like some agreement between the clubs. But there's a lot of agent fees that would have to be paid
Yeah.
and high salaries.
And then Mbappe, yeah, Mbappe's salary.
It's nuts.
They'd both be damn near on $1 million a week. I think at that point.
But one thing I want to mention. I know we mentioned Aubameyang earlier, but this is what he said. He's I think in an interview, he said, "My last few months at Arsenal were complicated. That's football sometimes. For my part, I never wanted to do anything wrong. My problem was only with Arteta. I can't say much more. I wasn't happy." And then Lee Dixon responded to that saying, "I don't care."
I mean, you can clearly see that there's issues at Arsenal between players and board or players and manager. And I think Arteta and the board, I think the board's saying, okay, Arteta, we're going to put faith in you. We're going to give you the team that you want, do what you need to do. And Arteta's going, well, if you don't want to be here, if you don't like what we're doing, well, too bad.
Well, I think
fuck off.
Aubameyang liked being there, but he also got a huge salary and wasn't scoring goals, and that's
Was
a
that
problem.
why he liked being
Yeah.
there, though? Because he was getting paid so much to be there?
I mean, London's a nice place to be when you're rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're driving around gold, he better not bring that shit to Barcelona. That fucking gold ass Lamborghini.
Probably will.
100% has already. But like, fuck that thing is obnoxious.
Even that move, though, that move was so weird because he just flew himself to Barcelona. The deal was on, and then I was like, oh, wait, never mind, deal's off, not happening. And he goes, wait, I'm still in Barcelona. I can do a medical. Then he started to train with Barcelona, even though he wasn't a Barca player yet. He just, I was going to have a kick around with the boys. Like,
Hey man,
the January
respect
transfer
the
window
effort.
is very funny because it's in the middle of the season. Things are still happening, and yet these players are like, "No, I'm out of here. See ya. Bye. Bye."
You know who needs to leave this club? Cristiano Ronaldo gets the fuck out of here.
Where's he gonna go?
I don't know, anywhere but here.
MLS.
Go to PSG.
I mean, if you go to the MLS, you can join.
I've never seen this man get disrespected by
Yeah.
a club as much as he's
Douglas
been disrespected
Costa.
by Man U this season.
Two new signings looking like that. MLS Shaqiri to Chicago, and Douglas Costa. Where was he going?
Insigne?
LA Galaxy.
Oh, yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Insigne to Toronto.
Maybe.
That's a weird signing.
I
too.
know.
I know he'll be the highest paid MLS player in history. But he could have had the legacy of being a one club man,
I mean, he technically was on loan at some clubs.
technically, but he was like he would have been a Napoli legend.
I mean,
He is.
But does this kind of ruins your reputation?
I
You just
mean-
leave for Toronto.
I mean, realistically, Napoli didn't offer the contract that he thinks he was worth. And on the face of things, this actually is probably a smart move by Napoli, not having to pay a high salary
Yeah,
for
that's
him.
true.
Where I'm not sure how recent weeks have won, but I know before the free transfer became official, I think he only scored like one open play goal for Napoli.
Does this limit or potentially
At least
even
in Serie A.
ruin his chances of playing for the Italy squad?
No, he's gonna be fine.
He'll
Like
I mean, we saw Giovinco.
Giovinco was never part of the
Giovinco's
setup
a fringe player
beforehand,
Yeah.
and
Trust you.
He was even starting for Juventus, so
yeah.
Plus, Italy just called him Balotelli. So
yeah, they clearly don't give a fuck.
they just won the Euros. Like, oh well. Oh, we got to qualify for the World Cup still. Like,
We're living in a world where Canada will probably be going to the World Cup, but Portugal and Italy will not.
who would've
We're
seen
living
this?
in that world.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wild.
It's wild.
That is
oh my
wild.
god.
Yeah, we're also living in a world where I have to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch a fucking game. So weird world.
Qatar things.
Well, let's talk about Canada and the World Cup.
Yeah, let's talk about
This is-
Yeah.
3 out of 3 wins for Canada in this
Huge.
qualifying
Huge.
cycle. It is huge. Canada are literally the final moments, final steps away from qualifying for
They
that
just
World
need like
Cup.
a win,
Yeah.
basically.
essentially.
I think a lot of the CONCACAF discussion is still about Mexico and the USA and their seemingly failed attempts to qualify this round.
I mean, they're not gonna fail.
They're not going to
No.
fail, but they're not playing as if they deserve to qualify. The USA is being a bit better than Mexico. They're being let down by coaching, I think. Mexico just seems to be a mess.
Yeah.
Tata needs to go.
All the comments we've got on
Is there a manager?
TikTok.
Tata.
Yeah, all the comments we've had on TikTok are Mexican and U.S. supporters saying, "We wish we had a manager like yours."
Yeah,
This-
Jonathan Herdman has done
amazing things to the
amazing.
program.
and like he did amazing with the Canadian women's
Yes.
program. And then he's come into the men's side, and I remember watching the interview on Footy Prime and how he talked about how there was no system in place for Canada men in terms of scouting or anything like that. How he broke all the players down into 4 categories of starters, bench, fringe, and potential kind of thing. And they scouted, they broke it down, they found them all, and then they bring them into the system. And in how long has he been in the job? 2 years?
I think so.
yeah,
Look at the job he's done in 2 years. It's incredible.
And
Like,
how
just-
often do you see like a manager go from the women's game to the men's game
Yeah.
and have keeping the success going?
yeah, he's been amazing. And
he just has this ability to instill belief in the team and
Yeah.
the squad that you can go out and be one of the best teams in CONCACAF.
and I think the Canada squad itself are very believing in themselves. And
yeah,
they're actually a team. They're playing together. There's not a single person on that field that I say they shouldn't start. They're all
Canada
good.
isn't just a few individuals. They're one. Like they're
Yeah.
a one team. A lot of people say Alphonso Davies is going to carry this. It hasn't been the Alphonso
No,
Davies show. It's
it actually
been
hasn't
one
been.
team.
And yes, Jonathan David has scored goals. So has Kyle Larin.
Yeah.
So has
And
Atiba
it's
Hutchinson at the back of his head.
Yeah. I just want to say, Jonathan David, he had a really quiet start to the
Yeah, he
qualifying
did.
campaign, and now he's awoken and he's scoring goals in these big games, helping us get these big
Yeah.
points.
I
I was reading an interview of Jonathan David, and he was talking about the influence that Burak Yilmaz has had on him.
Rock.
And like Burak has taught him like you can actually take time with some of your chances.
Yeah.
You don't always need to take a one-time shot. And then
Well-
and he's taught and you can always when you're in running with the ball in the breakaway, you can always look back, see what the spaces are behind you, whether you have more time or not. And
I think we saw that against El Salvador,
Yeah.
where he was on that breakaway in the 90th minute, and he was not at full speed sprint. He actually took his time with it, and he let the keeper kind of pick where the keeper wanted to dive. He said, "Okay, let's put it over you then." And it was actually a very calm and actually very striker finish, not just a goal scorer. It was a striker. You know what I
And
mean?
the thing is, I don't think any of us saw Canada being undefeated in
No.
qualifying at this point.
No.
I
said I'd be happy if they got third.
Yeah, we were thinking, third, maybe they'll slip into fourth.
I'd be happy if Jamaica got
but-
third.
I don't think you will.
I think they're automatically they're done. I
I
don't
think
think they
so.
can even qualify anymore.
We were fucked from the beginning when they told us we couldn't have our English players.
I mean,
That's when I realized we were fucking boned.
I mean,
your coach isn't that good, to be honest.
CONCACAF is still
Doesn't
interesting.
matter. We needed those mads.
Actually,
Costa
Canada,
Rica, Panama,
Yeah.
that's still a very interesting battle down there.
actually, Canada's toughest match was against Jamaica. I think
Yeah.
it was like a 3-3 game.
yeah, it
I
was.
thought it was 0-0.
It was a
I
nil-
can't,
it was a
I
nil-
can't remember.
It was a
Probably not that
0-0
crazy.
in Jamaica because the field was
Probably dog
dirty.
shit.
It
Yeah.
was. I know a lot of people complain about Canada's pitches. Some of the pitches we've had to play on getting to this point have been pretty shit.
I mean, look at
Yeah.
Honduras, USA.
Was it the snow?
Well, it was like the colder than the game
Yeah.
in Edmonton here, and 2 players on Honduras couldn't come after halftime because they got hypothermia and needed
Right.
IV.
My thing is, the USA is blessed with a wide range of weather. Why are you playing a game in February in St. Paul, Minnesota? Why not have that game in, I don't know, Miami, where
Get
it's
Conga
plus
calf.
25?
Get Conga calf, Liam.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Because I think playing in that type of temperatures is a little ridiculous, but also playing in some places in Central America and some of the shenanigans that go on
yeah.
there.
I mean, but even Canada and El Salvador, that was the first time they've won there in 26 years or 36 years, something like that. That's wild.
do we think Canada can cause an upset at the World Cup? Can they beat a team?
Well-
I'm interested.
Well, you said, you
Uh-huh.
responded to that TikTok. The TikTok comment said, oh, Canada's just going to get to the World Cup and get bodied in the group stage. Will they?
I don't know if they're going to get bodied.
I
they're
don't know if they
playing
will. It
pretty
depends on the draw.
well
Yeah.
cohesively.
You have to wait and see there. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a
Once
buck with you.
again.
The entire CONCACAF division shit.
Yeah.
So,
But the
Like,
thing is,
I hate to say it.
Conga
Is it,
teams.
US is shit. and Mexico are shit.
Well, let's
And
get,
every other team in
The
that
thing
group
is, in
kind
the
of shit.
past though, in CONCACAF, they've like 2018 Mexico got to the round of 16, and I think they beat Germany. 2014.
I think Canada can make it to round 16. I don't think they can make it. It'd be a
It'd
shock
be
if
incredible if
they
they made it
out
out of their group.
Realistically, my expectations when I'm going into it, the first match, okay, score a goal.
yes.
If they score a goal, great. Now, can they
a
get some
point.
points?
Yeah.
Great. They get a point or they get a win. Great. Can we get out of the group?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it's one step at a time. I
If
mean,
not-
look at Costa Rica there when they're in the group of death with Italy, Uruguay, and
That was a madness. What they
like
did.
the fact that they got through out of that group. No one predicted that.
That was a Leicester
And they went to the
performance.
quarterfinals.
Exactly, that's the thing. You have to get to the tournament and then just see what happens.
And I don't think they qualified for 2010 prior to that either.
probably not.
I looked at it too.
Probably
like,
not, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I remember because my family did a full like prediction draft
Yeah.
for that. Not a single person predicted Costa Rica to get out of the group, and we're all like, "Well, this is just
Why would
blowing
you?
this wide open."
Why would you
It-
predict Costa
exactly.
Rica out of the fucking group?
It's tough to say how Canada will perform at the World Cup because they've never went up against teams like in Europe, in Africa, in Asia. We've never seen them play against teams like that. So it's just going to be interesting to see how they match up against them.
I would love for after this qualifying cycle is done.
I just hope they're not with France.
I hope there is a couple friendlies that Canada can play against
Fuck off.
different nations and stuff like that. Yes, there's a penalty for Manchester United.
Yeah.
Paul Pogba has been taken down in the box.
But I know
Paul Pogba.
I know my friend sent me a World Cup draw simulation.
Yeah.
Canada currently are pot 4.
Yeah,
With the current rankings.
I think that's where they deserve to be.
But you never know. Like if Canada can get some wins in the next round of fixtures, they could push to a pot 3. You never
I mean,
know.
It's
Pot 4, you'd guarantee get a tough group unless if you get Qatar in pot 1. But
yeah, Qatar's pot 1. That makes me upset.
well, they're the host.
I know, it makes me
South
upset,
Africa
though.
were in pot 1 with it.
That
They
is
were
true. Shabalabala!
Honestly, as long as Canada doesn't get drawn up with someone like Germany, France,
I mean, chances
or
are they
Brazil,
will.
then
Chances are there will be a
fine.
superpower in that group.
'Cause I
But it'd
honestly
be
don't
fun
think.
to watch that.
I honestly don't think. I think the team that I don't
Don't
think
you
they'd
want
be
to
able to
see
Germany.
Don't you want to see Tejan Buchanan body Neymar? I do. Sup, nah, Sonny in it.
But also, do you,
Bang!
but
And
do you want-
Timmy snap him
but
in
do you-
half.
but-
Welcome to Brampton, bitch.
but that's also a thing, though. Do you want to see Neymar pocket 4 against Canada?
I don't give a fuck.
Because it is still,
Milan
Neymar,
Borjan
you know.
will
but it's
kill a man. So
Oh,
he's missed.
Ronaldo missed the penalty.
Missed the net. I yelled Sue, but he missed the net.
all the Man U fans will be like, "Get him out of the club!
Yeah.
Get him out of the fucking club!"
The Middlesbrough fans are loving life.
Thing is, the goalie guessed the right way.
Yeah, he did,
Goalkeeper
actually.
guessed the right way.
Oh, no Sue today.
I want to see this again.
It wasn't far wide, but it missed.
Speaking of missed penalties,
Yep.
AFCON.
Yeah.
The semifinals happened. Cameroon had some of the worst penalties in a shootout.
And you blew it, Cameroon. You blew it. But it's okay.
Are you talking England level of shit penalties or like?
It was worse.
Oh,
They missed 3.
And one of them was just completely wide of the net. He literally did like one step run up and missed the net completely.
I mean,
I heard that tournament's been a.
Been a little underwhelming in my opinion, but there's been a lot
Yeah,
of
but
incredible weird things that's happened.
weird things.
How did
but
Mali do?
That's what I think you should expect when you watch AFCON. I love it. I love when you watch AFCON. It's just some shithousery going on, and there was a game that stopped at the 85th minute, started again,
I saw that.
finished
Yeah.
at the 90th minute, and then there was like,
Apparently,
what?
apparently that ref had like heat stroke him.
Did you hear his interview? How he said, "God told me to stop the game."
Well, I think you gotta.
If that's
it's
not
that's
match
not,
fixing,
That's not the context.
match fixing, sir. Match fixing.
God told me to stop.
He's
it.
basically saying like if he didn't get off the pitch, then he probably could have been in real trouble. The ref, because he was like suffering from heat stroke or
Why
something
did
like
he
that.
just hit the deck?
Well, you can't really think clearly when you have heat stroke. Let's be real.
I've never had a heat stroke, so I can't
mean,
really.
Blowing the
relate.
whistle requires more effort than
You would
falling
think
down.
that ending the game and then never mind. I don't know, but if it's a weird situation, I don't necessarily buy.
I mean,
the-
kind of
heat stroke
speaking
thing.
from one medical emergency to kind of another. Christian Eriksen's back.
he is back. Christian
Like-
Eriksen is back in the Premier League.
Brentford.
But just to finish AFCON really quickly,
Yeah.
Sadio Mane versus Mohamed Salah in the final. Liverpool are hating this at the moment. There are
Well-
2 players going the entire way.
Well, either way, they would have to play a third, fourth place playoff
Yeah,
if they.
but-
Go Egypt.
I'm saying Sadio Mane wins this tournament. I think they have a better team.
I think most
I think
Salah will.
Senegal is a better team than Mohamed El Neni in midfield for Egypt.
Is Koulibaly Senegalese?
I think so.
Cooley Daddy? Is Cooley Daddy on Senegal?
I don't think he
Actually,
cares,
since
though.
we're talking about the Liverpool players, Lucas, I have a question for you. Do you feel that Mohamed Salah is very disrespected at times?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
especially-
bud.
Well, at least because I follow Pav on Twitter and
Yeah.
and he retweets a bunch of stuff about Salah and stuff, and
I don't get it. Like, I love watching Mohamed Salah play. The way he takes
do
on
too.
defenders, the way he scores, his finishing ability.
realistically,
I, don't
I
know.
think people are just a little insecure that Salah is performing so well, and people are like comparing him and Hazard with like output ability.
Yeah.
I think it's just insecurity and things like that, and but I think
That
at
was a
the
way better goal scorer than Hazard was.
Hazard, you could.
I do think Hazard's a better dribbler on the ball.
I think Hazard's like more enjoyable to watch as a player.
I would
Yeah.
watch Mohamed Salah any day. His pace, his power, his directness, his ability to cross, his ability to score.
I think
like
think Hazard has more of an ability to make something special happen when he was at his best.
Yeah, he was one of the,
Yeah.
I mean, kind of like Salah, but he I don't know, he had that more of the ability to really just bring out defenders and take them on one-on-one.
My favorite Hazard moment will forever be the goal he scored against Tottenham to win Leicester the league. I remember watching that game. I went absolutely apeshit with that when I was like, "Yo, it's happening for real!"
The unsung hero, Eden Hazard. Build him a
What
statue.
would have been more shocking though? Tottenham winning the league or Leicester winning the league?
I still think it was Leicester.
Still, yeah,
but,
no.
But Tottenham winning the league, like, the
What the
fuck
fuck?
happened here?
They still finished third.
Yeah,
Like, two
oh
horse
my
races
God.
and finished third.
I feel bad for
Finished second.
Spurs
Was it
supporters.
Arsenal
at
finished
this point.
second?
Yeah.
What a fucked up league.
That season was
That was a
wild.
weird season.
When
man.
Arsenal, Tottenham, and Leicester in the top three.
I don't know which year it
It's
was.
a lot of questions.
There-
Yeah.
I think it was maybe that season where Arsenal were at the top of the table at Christmas, and Arsenal supporters like this is it. This could be the year. And
Football's coming
then
home.
fucking Leicester wins.
Oh, it's just wild.
Good
But
they deserved it.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Well,
AFCON or
Well, yeah. Who do you expect to? You said
I
Senegal.
say Senegal? Better team. I think they're a well-rounded team.
No one responded on whether I thought Cooley Daddy
Yeah,
was
he's
on the
playing.
team. That's Cooley Daddy.
Dude,
Dude, it's Cooley fucking Daddy. He's not even that old, isn't he? He's only
That's
like,
his
what,
best.
28?
Past his best.
20,
Remember that time when Mohamed Salah
Is he
turned him
30?
inside
Yeah.
out?
It's 30.
Bro, what do you mean past his best? Yeah.
Remember that time when Mohamed Salah turned him inside out and left him
Mohamed
a
Salah turns
flopped
most
mess on the ground?
most Salah turns most people inside out, man. That's not even a fair assessment of his
Mhm.
abilities, okay?
Little daddy.
Ooh, Sancho
Golazo!
scores. Nice goal. My
Jadon
boy.
Sancho.
That's like
Overrated.
that's like saying, yo, remember that time Messi dropped Jerome Boateng? Jerome Boateng shit.
I mean, his career did go a bit down.
It went downhill.
Yeah,
after
it
that.
went down after that.
He was never like considered a top center back.
No, but
after.
that moment derailed his career. Like, that was the physical
looked like he
embodiment.
got-
Peaked
it
in
looked like he got
2014, and then it just kind
That
of.
was the physical embodiment of it's over. I'm sorry.
At least your peak.
At least your peak was at Bayern.
Didn't
Like,
Barca win the
Yeah.
Champions League that year?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
MSN.
MSN.
Motherfucker. The fuck was that?
Lucas kick it.
No, I didn't
No,
touch it.
it just died.
Wow.
Should football have an all-star game?
No, not at all. Please don't do that.
That'd be so
What
much
if
fun.
every league sent 5 players?
That'd be so much fun.
That'd be cool. It's a cool
Let's keep it as
idea.
like the European top 5 leagues.
But yeah, people can say, "Oh, you're Americanizing the sport and whatnot."
100% it is.
Yeah, but
I think though,
I think
it
on
would-
paper it sounds fun.
I think it would get a lot of international attention.
yeah, but does it really need all that attention? I don't think so.
No. But I think people love watching the Champions League because it's Neymar versus,
Yeah.
Ronaldo, But I think if they're
But that's
all
why
the
we have
All-Star
charity
game-
games.
Nobody
Yeah.
watches fucking charity games either.
cares about
And
World Aid.
but then again,
No
like
one wants to save children.
I mean, a lot of people watch that in England. To be fair,
Yeah,
or whatever it is. It's some
I know what you mean. Yeah, there's some
Soccer,
popular
yeah.
events.
soccer.
that- yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes, you beautiful Portuguese bastard. Oh, the
Is
two
there another
another
Portuguese
Portuguese
bastard?
bastard. Oh, it's
Oh, it's a good
almost
save.
2-0.
Middlesbrough clear. My Middlesbrough would have fucked this Manchester United team. And that's an absolute fact.
You won the FA Cup.
Literally, I would have it would have been like 4-0 at half. I hope you know that.
Oh well.
It's a bit of a bullshit team.
Rasta
Oh
Middlesbrough,
man, I want to
goated.
Can we bring back the championship career mode? Just
Goated.
start that one up again. Oh, so good.
Goated.
If only
So
we could
good.
find the time to do career moves. Became more.
Let's use that as our next conversation point. What the fuck's going on YouTube? What are we doing? How are we gonna get there?
I don't know.
I mean, we literally can't record. Like every podcast, there's like either 3 or 4 of us.
I mean, this is a
Yeah.
good turnout for us.
I like this.
Four
Yeah,
people for a podcast.
I can do this.
But if we talk about like anything at YouTube, like main channel and like FIFA stuff
And
like that.
maybe Twitch as well, because I don't know. I guess yeah, our schedules are so all over the place with work and school. Like we've mentioned before, it's very hard to kind of get everyone together.
Our schedules were always difficult, but for
yeah.
some reason they're just even more so
Jesus
difficult
Christ.
now. Yeah, he's offside.
Oh, that's Rashford.
His frosted tips are offside.
But anyways, for me personally, like it's really tough for me to even make watch-alongs now, which is how my work is.
Yeah.
Like I was able to dedicate some time to do a podcast in the afternoon, but like, you know, a lot of time in the afternoon, I like working on the content for the Nation and stuff. And I'm not just doing Oilers Nation. A lot of people think it's just the Oilers. No, I'm doing stuff for like a platform
How
called.
many fucking nations are there in it?
There's like 5 or 6, and there's also Daily
Holy
Face Off, which is our
and
second.
then you also do make
Like
TikToks for
17
90th minute and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like making the TikToks for us because they're fun to do and really easy for me to make. So I try to contribute in some aspect. So like I hope at some point we can have maybe a little bit more consistency with the streams with like maybe you and Brad or someone like that'd be good.
Rasta, we haven't heard from him in about a month.
Yeah, because I meet you guys. You gotta talk a bunch of madness in the chat and then do nothing. Kind of funny.
You just mute the chat, so we try to like reach out to you, and then you just don't respond ever. What do you do? What are you busy doing?
Huh?
Like, what are you busy doing?
Jacking off.
I mean, is that what you do to get like you know calm down and stuff?
What are you busy doing? Like realistically, where are you?
What does Rasta
School
do to
and
unwind?
School and work. And then I come home and then I do school that isn't officially school, and it's just a fucking tragedy. So I see you guys going off in the chat. And it's like, oh, bingo, bongo, bingo, bongo. Nothing's happening. I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Bongo, bingo, bongo.
Yeah,
Paul
That's literally how it goes. You guys
Paul
talk,
Pogba is
you
down
guys
injured
talk,
again.
and then nothing happens. And I'm like, all right. Fuck.
Lucas is busy, living his life and doing work.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't really have much to say right now.
Do you feel like you have more time on your hands with less career mode?
Yeah, I do. I think it's more enjoyable because I think it's kind of gotten to a point editing those career modes really got tiresome and really became a chore
100%, I can see that.
and not really fulfilling.
Yeah, well, yeah, I noticed you're working kind of on your personal projects. And
Well, I
it's
don't
nice.
really want to mention that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm slicing the deli meat all day, every day. I'm supposed to be off tomorrow. Now I'm working now.
Oh, yeah, you were supposed to have 3 days off.
Yeah, I was looking forward to 3 days off. I call this morning. Scheduled. Yeah, that's just the way it is. But you know what? It's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, like,
Give it to him.
oh.
Harry Maguire.
Uh,
Goat.
But realistically, like Matt, Greg, Brett, they have school.
Yeah.
They're graduating.
Yeah,
this year,
Brett's got a very,
basically.
Brett was telling me about his course load, how it's so heavy because
Why are they on a breakaway?
I don't know.
'Cause-
Seems stupid.
the bruh are not defending very much
It's
right
Man
now.
United for you.
Dale Fry
That's
is
all the
not
bro
defending.
could do for me because I couldn't
But I know
attack.
what you're saying, yeah.
Right, yeah, like they're
Yeah,
cool,
I
and
know
then
Brett's
like,
busy, yeah.
like you have a full-time job. I'm trying to find a job. Liam
Yeah.
has a basically a full-time job, and like a lot of the guys, you have girlfriends. That takes time. Right,
I do hope we
rightfully
can
so.
get back onto the YouTube and stream stuff because I know I love doing watch-alongs. I love doing streams. It's really enjoyable for me. But I hope we're able to find time and somewhat. I don't know. Maybe come the summertime, have more time. I don't know. See,
Well, realistically, we
Probably
had a lot
not.
more time because of COVID.
yeah, that he wasn't working. You weren't working really. Greg was barely. You.
I was getting paid, but I wasn't working.
You were just there. I was shocked you were at the Euro stream so much. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah. Plus, the podcasts are just simple to do, right? They're done like once a week. And
Different.
These are good.
know,
I do like the
chill
podcast,
and-
hanging out, talking, hanging. I have no idea how long we've
it's been a weird show.
been. This
mean,
one,
And the lights fallen off twice.
Yeah.
this has been a weird show. There's been a lot of
It's
things
really-
happening. The conversations have been a bit derailed.
It's a little bit low budget, to be fair to you.
Oh, the budget is zero.
I mean, it's a bit more than that.
It's about zero.
It's about 0.
I mean, it's more than when we did in my basement.
It's true.
Those were so good though. Those were a good time. Showing I would pick up everyone, drive to Lucas's house. Greg would complain the entire way there. Nothing.
Yeah, those motherfuckers were free too. What the shit? I haven't even been here this month. I had to pay for this. Fucking absurd. The fuck is this?
But no, I mean,
Might as well just light my bank. Where the fuck is my banking app even?
why are you yelling?
Yeah, we try to do what we can for those who still enjoy us. We appreciate you. Because, you know, that one man, Vinny, he's always in our chat saying, oh, why you guys don't stream, you don't do this. You well, you know, it's tough, man.
Vinny, we're not 12 years old in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Sitting around.
Liam, since you didn't ask me, I'm only sending you $95.
Plus,
That's not even a joke.
Lucas made a good point to me. It's easier doing watch-alongs if it's one person. When you try to do it as like a whole group, it's a lot harder to kind of schedule around.
Oh,
especially with our time zones, you know?
Having a group of people like we do is very difficult to do videos, especially because we want to do videos as a group. If you're just one guy, like if you're just a one YouTuber, you know what? You have, I have an hour and a half here. I'm going to make a video. It's a lot more difficult to say, okay, guys, who's available from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock today, you know?
Continue. My arm was getting tired on the rail, so.
But, you know, it's a lot more difficult to schedule all 5-6 of us. It's difficult to get. Like I said, our time zone doesn't either. It matches are in the middle of the afternoon.
Are you flustered, Liam?
I mean, I don't love it. Not my most enjoyable thing. Who else has any topics they want to talk about? I briefly was going to start Celtic Rangers, but I'm just going to say we made TikTok reacting to it. So make sure you are following us on TikTok. But no, I mean, Celtic game was amazing. The fact that we went into the game sitting second and we could take overtake Rangers at the top of the table, and we came out and scored 3 first half goals. I did not predict that. I don't think many people did. It was
especially for how the goals were scored.
The goals were great. The play was great. The build-up play, the high pressing was great. Rio Hatate seems to be the greatest signing in the world.
Better than Kyogo?
I don't know. Kyogo hasn't been here for a while. We'll see when he comes back. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Guy's opening, if you're on audio, Matt or Rasta is opening a G Fuel tub and smelling it.
If you are on
Why
audio,
is it not smelling good?
if you are on audio, this is a mess for you because you don't see half the shit that happens. But
Fuck these scoops at my G.
What are you doing?
I'm making myself a fucking G Fuel.
Can you wait? We're almost done.
Ugh. Continue.
Audio
weirdo.
apps. I do apologize to the audio apps. We do appreciate you. We don't give you the love and recognition that you deserve, but we do appreciate you. Wazinho, do you ever listen to us on audio apps?
No.
Do you ever watch our podcasts?
No.
Do you ever watch any 90-minute content?
Not really.
Yeah, that's disgraceful.
Only TikToks.
You don't watch like the crib mode ads or anything like that?
No.
Why?
You know, you could just bullshit and say, yeah.
I appreciate he's upfront, honest man.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you,
I
man?
listen to my works podcast.
Oh, you're...
I have to edit.
a piece of shit, isn't he?
I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
This is being a bit of a mess. I'm gonna blame Rasta for it. Usually whenever you are here, it just goes off the rails. So
Went off the rails in a way I didn't expect.
Go LA Rams.
That game doesn't happen until like
I don't care, man. Passionate LA Rams supporter now. Fuck the Steelers. I'm not going LA Rams all the way.
Why are you so weird?
It's fun.
That's coming from me.
if you have enjoyed this podcast,
Yeah, which one of these ones is better? Yeah.
make sure you
Tropical rain.
make sure you leave a like.
Tropical man.
Paceberry, yeah.
Subscribe on the YouTube, follow on the audio platforms. Check us out on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff.
Inshallah.
4 of us here for Greg and from Brett as well. Thank you for watching, listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game. We will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.